today we want to welcome to our Mother's Day special event. And this is Chit, Chat and Chai, your Dr. Son, and Priyanka Srivastava here today with us. And we are going to present our show with Chit, Chat and Chai with My Dream TV. Today we have an exceptional star with us who has won many, many awards in her life. And she is a classical dancer, exceptionally wonderful soul, very kind-hearted. She helps a lot of kids. And she is none other than the great Divya Uniji. So let me first bring in Priyanka, and then I am gonna bring in, hi Priyanka. So let's both of us welcome Divya.
Hi, Nisha. Welcome to our show, Chit Chat and Chai. Let's welcome Divya to our show.
Hi Divya ji. Namaskaram.
Namaskar, Divya ji.
You look very, very fabulous today. I love your sari. Very beautiful. I've seen you in couple events and we have seen you in the silver screen all the time. But what amazes me is that your passion to Bharatanatyam, and you have been teaching a lot of kids. And thank you so much for giving us this time and opportunity to encourage our students here.
And today is a very special day since it's Mother's Day. And this is very special because Divya ji is also a mother, and she can share her experience with us, and with our viewers. So let's start this show, Nisha.
Yes, and she has 3 kids, and so Divya ji, tell us about a little bit being a mom, specialties of a mom, and I know you work so hard at teaching Bharatanatyam. Rema's pictures, it's always so alive, and we feel like we are seeing the dance live in those photos. So please go ahead, tell us your experiences as a mom when you came to US. How was your journey as a mom?
Namaste. Thank you so much for having me in Chit Chat and Chai. Wishing all the wonderful moms out there a very, very happy Mother's Day. And thank you for having me, you guys. The journey, motherhood journey has been very interesting and very special. So that's always the case. I have my oldest, Arjun, he's 12. My daughter, second daughter, Meenakshi, she's 10. And Aishwarya, who's 15 months old. So, yeah.
Aishwarya is 14 months old?
15 months, yes.
Months. Oh, you have a small baby.
You have a baby.
That is very, very special. Then this Mother's Day is making more sense to have you, like, as mom, like fresh mom. Wow.
It's been a wonderful journey. And even now, watching Arjun and Meenakshi interact with Aishwarya, that's just so much priceless moments every day. Just that, even though I know we are in lockdown, COVID, pandemic, all these issues that we are having to face, but there has been the positive thing. I like to look at the positive side of things, and being able to spend so much time with the family, especially them interacting with the little one, and those moments are just priceless, and I'm very grateful for such moments. I know we are in the middle of a pandemic, but still, just the 3 of them, watching them every day, always like that light of hope. It fills me up with a lot of hope and happiness.
Yes,
it's awesome, Divya. So Divya ji, tell me your experience. Being a career woman, you are full-time working also, and being a mother of 3 children, you are full-time taking care of them as well. So what is happening nowadays is career-oriented women, they are kind of feeling guilty also that they cannot spend time with the family, and as well as they are since they are as career oriented as any other like person can be, a man can be, right? So how do you keep balance in those? How do you cope up with the guilt that you cannot spend some time with the kids? How do you feel about it?
So I've been very fortunate to have extremely supportive parents. When I say parents, my parents and my in-laws, they are very supportive and they've been there for me. So, which is the reason why I've been able to, even during my pregnancy and after, I'm able to continue with the classes. And when it comes to children, I think I've been blessed. I think all teachers are blessed because we have the opportunity to spend so much time with teachers, especially teachers. I'm talking about teachers in every field. They have the opportunity to spend time with children throughout the. I have been teaching for this is our 18th year. Sripadan School of Arts.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you. So I've been seeing children, and I grew up watching my mother, who's a teacher, and I saw how she managed the home and how she managed the family, and also spending time to enrich me with my extracurricular, be it dance, poetry, spirituality. So she balanced everything, so nicely, and I grew up seeing that. And of course, I'm nowhere near that. I'm not going to be also. I don't think so. But so I am very grateful that I had such good examples and inspirations, living inspiration right in front of me. So that is the reason, I think. So there is no guilt. Whenever I'm spending time, of course, there has to be a good time management. I think that is the key word. So you just plan things, and then when you're there, you have to learn to be in the moment, like you be it with the child, because every time you impart something or you spend some time with the child, that is going to stay with that child.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's not just about the mother and child, for the students also.
Mm-hmm.
Very
Interesting thing. Knowledge is something we know that grows and we get better once we, pass it down. But another thing is teaching and knowledge is also something that you can only give. It's always giving. You cannot teach something and then unteach it.
yes.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
like a given treasure, and students are our future generation. And this show is very special because we have here Divya Uniji, who's been very successful. And then from her career back in Kerala and throughout all Tamil Nadu, Telugu, Andhra, and Telangana, as well as Malayalam, and almost like all of the South India, she covered, and a famous actress won laurels and awards. Her presence being her is inspiring to my student here. He is from KDISD. He's a 12th grader, and I want to introduce him. His name is Vikas Dulipala, and I teach him in my dental office. He comes every Tuesday and Thursday, and he is a PACE student. He aspires to become an infectious disease doctor, and that's what the specialty he wants to choose. So he is here. So I invited him because to be with the presence of great Divya Uniji is a blessing. And for a Mother's Day, I really want her to bless these kids and more kids who are watching. And also, we have one more special person here. Her name is Sahana Gokul. And she is like our diva, because Divya ji, if I look at you, you have achieved so much. This girl, Sahana, can you just tell me your age? I'm going to bring you to this.
12 years old.
12 years old. And
Wow.
Sahana is a teacher herself. I'm going to bring her to the screen. And Sahana was featured in so many articles, magazines, and she wrote a book. She's an author at this young age, and she was published, and she was also teaching kids during the pandemic. She's teaching math. We brought her in for Bharat Got Talent last year, and she taught 1-minute math tricks. Like she could tell you the square root of such a big number, like 10,565 or something like that in less than a minute. Plus, she did a stand-up comedy. She is an amazing star. She won the Bharat Got Talent, the final award, and Priyanka was also one of the judges. And so we both of us, we try to encourage all these kids in this community, because it shouldn't stop where they're already achieved so much, but sometimes more encouragement will inspire other kids to do more stuff. Because I know 3 other kids started writing books seeing Sahana, so she had already been an inspiration. And Sahana is going to also talk about her drive that she's doing right now. And she also won the FBISD film, the Fort Bend ISD Film Festival, a documentary that she did on 2 concepts. One was Life Reimagined, and she modeled her own brother and her dad. And it was less than a minute, and she modeled them Life Reimagined during the COVID time. And the other documentary was on telephones, how the evolution of telephones into cell phones. So I would love to welcome Sahana Gokul to our show. Hi, Sahana.
Welcome to our show,
Hi,
Sahana.
Hi.
Hi. You are so cute and very talented. I cannot believe in such a young age you are so talented. Welcome to Chit Chat and Chai.
Thank you.
And so today I just have 1 cup, because last time we had both Chit Chat and Chai with the Priyanka. So we are missing with Priyanka's tea. So we're just going to do Chit Chat and Chai. Cheers with my
I'm going to drink my tea later after the show.
And so Sahana, we have Divya ji here, and it's a blessing to have her. And she is gonna, so you're gonna have to first tell us your drive that you're doing. And this is Mother's Day special. And being a mom is very special. And when we have women, we have periods and we go through the cycle. And the drive that you're doing is a very unique one, because I always think that, in some cases, in some families, when there are 2 or 3 sisters, buying a pad is a luxury, a sanitary pad. So I really want you to talk about it and what inspired you, and tell your thought process to our Divya ji.
Okay, sure. But before that, I just remembered I saw your student's performance. Her name was Ria, I believe. It was really good. So
awesome. Nice.
So about my drive, I'm doing a drive for women's hygiene products to better promote hygiene to those who can't really afford it. And I think this cause is really important, because for a community to need to be strong and healthy, the people of that community need to be healthy first. So by giving support to the people, it'll make a really big impact, and we can just be stronger together. Also, I really want to thank my mom, especially since it's Mother's Day, for helping me through all of this. She gives me, she's constantly searching for new opportunities, as well as, helping me with everything. So I think I'm just very grateful for her help and everything.
And so tell me, what inspired you with this drive that you're collecting all these sanitary pads and everything?
Well, I've been looking through, I've seen a lot of stereotypical, very big issues in the world, and they've all been like pollution, greenhouse gases, all this stuff. And essentially those are things that everybody needs to take part in to finish. And I thought, if we go in deeper, how can we get everybody to do this if in the first place so many people are suffering already and not being able to get their basic necessities? And so for that, I thought, well, let's start from the very bottom. And this is one of the opportunities that just showed up when I was thinking about this.
Awesome.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
Let's have Vikas also talk a few words about his aspirations to become an infectious disease doctor. So I would love to introduce both of them. Vikas, say hi to Sahana and Divya ji.
Hi Sahana, hi Divya ji. My name is Vikas Dulipala, and I'm a senior in high school. I go to Tompkins, and my goal is to become an infectious disease doctor. So I've been coming in on Tuesdays and Thursdays to Dr. Nisha's office and observing her procedures and treatments. And then we also do a lot of research together. And I think everything that she does is really amazing. And one of the main reasons I want to become an infectious disease doctor is because I've always had a passion for science, and it really motivated me, and I find it extremely interesting. And also, after a main factor that inspired me to become an infectious disease doctor is after the after my grandmother passed away in India last year. That really like took an impact on me, and infection had a great deal to do with that as well.
And prayers for her mom, because she is traveling to India to do the 1 year ceremony for her mom. And it was I asked him what made you choose to, like, her mom is going to India at this time, which is just kind of like, it is hard to travel and it's pretty scary. And so we were like, I asked him, like, and then he said, do you want to share your thoughts, what your mom said, why she chose to travel even in this difficult times? I mean,
so after my grandmother passed away 1 year ago, travel was on complete lockdown. So they weren't able to do the ceremony where they dispose of the ashes into a river. So they wanted to wait until the 1 year anniversary, thinking the situation would get better. But actually, as this time came, it got worse. So me, my dad, all of the family friends, they all urged my mom not to go, but it's her mother and it was her decision. She couldn't say no. She had to go.
Yeah, and I almost fell in tears because, mom is special, and his mother made sure that she was there, and she took her other brother, and they were doing the final rites for their mom, because, we come from a Hindu heritage, and every religion has their own thought process and heritage. Mother is such a special person, and without a mother, there's no world. And she wanted to do that special service to her mom based on that tradition. And we bow to her, and we pray for her to come back home safe. And his mother is a scientist, right? Can you talk about your parents too?
Yeah, both of my parents are, my dad went to college and he did a PhD for biochemistry. So both of them, my mom also did her master's in nutrition. And now both of them currently work in biopharma and biotechnology companies. So my mom's main company, her company is focused on cancer research and like making products that help try to find a cure for cancer. And my dad's work is also similar to that.
Yeah, and if you look at our Vice President, Kamala Harris, her mom, she came all the way from Tamil Nadu on research on the breast cancer research. And that was her progesterone stimulated cells, and from where how the cancer could be controlled. So Divya ji, do you want to talk a little bit about the kids and encourage them with their thought processes, and gives them some advice and tips to not give up and keep going through their goals?
Sure. Sahana, it is very inspiring the way you are so focused on your goal of helping others. And personally, I feel that one starts going into a successful path when we stop thinking about oneself, and when others, the pain and the suffering of others, bother us, and we want to do something for them, keeping aside the thought of me, my, I, all those thoughts. So you have, at this tender age of 12, you're already thinking and doing so much for the community, and it is very inspiring. And I'm so proud that I got to meet you today. And I'm wishing you all the very best. And I would like to wish you also all the very best for your dreams to come true. And I understand that it is, I understand how much your grandmother's passing has influenced. And I know she is not with you right now, but then she will always be watching you, and she will be very proud of you. And you have wonderful parents that you're gifted with who are there to guide you, support you. And of course, parents are the best inspiration that a child can get. So it is such a joy to meet, such blessed children, and being able to meet both of you. I'm very proud of you, and you'll always have my prayers.
Thank you, Divyaji, because these kids are our future, and more of these kids needs to be there so that we will have a better world. And I would like to have Priyanka also talk about, if she's still, yes, you're able to talk, right, Priyanka? So
Yeah.
remember how the drive the other kids were doing from last time, right? Like they were helping few cities for 300 families. They were making emergency kits, and they were giving it, and Judge KP Georgie as well as Mayor Humphrey were distributing those emergency kits, and Walmart and Costco and big Lowe's, they all came together and gave those supplies, sanitizers and masks. And these people, like there's like, will I buy so much pricey sanitizer or like food for my kids? Like they're below poverty line. They went through the census and they found out that these two cities were the lowest in economy, and like they were very poor. And it was nice that KP Georgie was able to collaborate that and distribute those kits and create the awareness, because it's all about having them support each other, and our community should come to each other and support everybody. So that was
Yeah.
our first show, right, Priyanka?
Yeah. First, yeah, that was the first event, and it went very well, Nisha, and many people get advantage of it. We get to help so many people through the drive. And so moving forward, my next question for Divyaji is, she started her career very at a very young age. She was a teenager when she started doing commercials. So your mother what was your mother's role in your life, your career, how she inspired you and how she encouraged you to achieve your goal to become a successful star and going forward?
Like I said, I would not be here without the roles that they played in my life. My parents, so I started learning Bharatanatyam at the age of 3. So even before, this is what I tell a lot of parents who want to have their children learning Indian classical art forms also. Exposure. My parents would take me to all the dance programs happening in town from a very young age. Even before I started learning dance, I used to be going and seeing. And they made sure that all the cultural activities happening in town, I am exposed to, like I have access to that. Be it the celebrations, the Ramayana month celebrations, the Navratri, Janmashtami, everything that was happening. And in India, it is done in a much more grand way.
Of course.
So
Yeah.
it in a grand way, meaning we do it here also in a very grand way, but there it is a little more prolonged. Like
Elaborate.
there is no school. Yeah, so those are all national holidays for us. So we get to focus. So any opportunity to impart culture, spirituality, art, they never missed it. And at the age of 3, I started learning. And then like Sahana was saying, every opportunity that was available, my father was, making sure I never missed any opportunity. So I had multiple teachers teaching me, be it poetry, public speaking. Public speaking, my mother was training me in also. There was dance. And then I also auditioned for a lot of advertisements, commercials. So it was not like, oh, I come, I sit down, I have my dolls, I play with them. No, there was no playtime. Everything was learning. And I see the benefit of that
Of
now.
course.
Yes. So it was not like there needs to be a TV time or there needs to be resting time. There was nothing like that. It was everything was connected to learning. And it was a beautiful world they set up for me. Because I was anywhere I look, I was learning. And so like you said, I started doing movies. I was a child artist, and then I was doing a lot of TV shows. I was doing a lot of anchoring, like hosting shows. And then in 10th grade, I started doing feature films. And
Wow.
I don't know if, right, you know that in India, 10th and the 12th are the big grades, like heavy load.
Yeah.
So in 10th grade, I got this opportunity, and my parents were like, okay, if you are, let's try, let's do one movie, and then we'll wait till you finish your 10th grade, and then maybe we'll see. But then in the 10th grade itself, I had to do 3 movies, because after my first, then the second, third. So from then on, my college and everything was my college, my dance, and my acting. It was all going at the same time. And that was a promise my mother wanted me to make, that, you're not going to skip years. Your education is going to go. I don't know if you have this or that, but we are going to block the date exams. If there is shoots, we will make sure and work it out. But all you have to do for us is you have to say, oh, you know what, let's just give up studying, or let's give up dancing, let's give up acting. Just don't bring up that word of like, let's give it up, or let me take a break, give me a break. Don't do that. You have the ability, we know, so you do it. So, and that's what I did, I did my 10th, 11th, 12th, and degree, everything I did while I was in my acting career. Plus, I would do close to 40 to 50 live stage performances a year.
Wow.
There are funny memories of, one time we were shooting for a horror movie. So I have all this makeup, and then suddenly I'll go there and laugh and scream like a possessed person. And then come here, and there'll be my guru waiting. I'll practice Bharatanatyam for my
Wow.
program. So, I mean, we have done all those things, but then it helped. That's why I said they managed the time for me in a very efficient way.
Mm-hmm.
So without my mother and father and their dreams and them, creating this path, which I just walked on, that's all I did. I don't think I did anything else. I just walked in that path they showed me. That's all. And I'm very fortunate that way.
Yeah, that is very true, because when you being a parent, when you teach your kids at a very early stage, they feel that they are being pressurized, they are being pushed, and then later on they thank their parents. So this is what happened with you. And also,
Interesting thing, I never felt the pressure.
oh, okay.
I didn't.
More of like not the pushy kind, right? They show.
Yeah. My next question to you is going to be, do you want to share any parenting tip with our viewers?
Parenting tip. I don't know if I am that knowledgeable, but I think, again, spending maximum time, being in the moment. And like I said, if you want your children to be close to the Indian culture, then exposing them to our culture and spirituality and our beliefs is a key way. You don't have to force, you don't have to tell them this is the way it has to be. So saying that is maybe when they feel the pressure. But you expose yourself, you make sure that Everything is available, which is very easy now because of the internet, and then the world is becoming smaller on the internet. We have so much information, and just make sure they have access to that. And also us becoming good examples, like they always try to look up to us. So just making sure that we are very confident about our own identity, because always parents are the inspiration, I think, living inspiration. The children look up to the parents and grandparents, and us being right in front of them. They want us to also, I think, sharing our childhood memories, and this is a luxury now, but if it is possible, make sure they get plenty of time with their grandparents, because that is the root, and they have to know their roots, and that will automatically bring in a strong individual identity in them. And with that, and of course our spirituality, keeping that as a spine, they will always be walking confidently in their life.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for sharing your parenting tip with us. I'm sure many people are gonna get advantage of it, and they're gonna parent who are already mothers or going to become mothers, they can learn from it. Thank you so much. So my next question for you is going to.
So I think we're gonna have to also wrap up. Okay, so we are gonna. I know we have a lot of questions, but the problem is it's the time. And so I just want to also introduce my little daughter because it's Mother's Day, and this is how the inspiration starts. And Priyanka also has a sweet daughter, and so we will be showing this show to all the little girls in our community. And this is Leah. Leah, on the screen we have Priyanka. You know Priyanka, right? The other person is Divya Uniji. She is a great dancer and a performing artist and an actress, and she has won a lot of awards.
That's a lot.
Yes, and she has a 14-month-old baby. Yeah, she's a mom, and she loves babies. And thank you, Divya ji, for making this making this segment very special, because it's Mother's Day and it is something unique for us women. And Priyanka, I would love you to say some words for mother, and then we will be wrapping up the show.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. First of all, I would like to say thank you for all the guests who came to our show. Both the kids are really a good inspiration. And also Divya ji, thank you for coming to our show and sharing your experience, your thoughts with us. And mothers are the center of the solar system, I would say. So entire house moves around mothers. So they are very special part, and being a mother is a job 24/7, which the pay you get is pure love.
Yes.
And there is no leave, there is no vacation, there is no incentive promotion.
No vacation at all. It's like 365, 24/7.
Yes. So all the mothers are doing such a wonderful job. Keep doing it. And through our show, I would like to appreciate them for doing such a wonderful job. Thank you so much.
And thank you, Divya ji, for being here. It's an honor, and we are so blessed. And these kids are also so blessed to have you here. And your Natyam, and then all the beautiful movements of the eyes and everything. We admire it. We are big fans of you. And I was telling my mom's from Palakkad, from Kerala. And so, like, I was telling her that, hey, we are doing the show with Divya Uniji. She was like super excited. And my mom's mother recently passed away, but she was also your biggest fan in Vadakandara temple in Kerala, in Palakkad. We always like those Bharatanatyam shows happen, and they always like when we sit among the crowd, people would be like, Divya Muni like is one of the best dancers, and we had a couple of friends who were like your dying fans. We always talk about it. See, the thing is that you're very sweet person at heart, and you always maintain a low profile, which like, you know, you with your I don't know if someone else could have been like more of a hungama, but you always are down to earth, very sweet soul. We admire you, and thank you so much for being there for our Mother's Day special. And this is for all the moms in the world. You are special. All moms are really angels from heaven for nurture all the kids and the future generation. And I thank you all. And Divyaji, say a few words for COVID, and then we will wrap up the show.
Thank you so much for having me in the show Chit, Chat and Chai. And I know we are going through, it's been for a long time now. It started in 2020 and now we are almost in the middle of 2021. So I know it is very hard. The current situation is very hard. But like I said, we should always try to find the positive side, because that ray of light, that hope, it is always very important to hold on to that. Because we, as humans, it is such a blessing to have a human form, a human birth. So I always try to look at it as we should use it to the maximum to uplift ourselves. And we should never get bogged down. Again, it is easy to say, it is hard. But I think that way we should work hard. And this too will pass. I strongly believe in that. Yes. It will pass. These are testing times, but let's stand together. Let's be responsible. And let's do our best to, fight this pandemic in the best possible way we can. And I'm praying for the world to be healing as fast as possible.
True. Thank you, Divyaji. Thank you so much. And thank you, Priyanka. Thank you, Sahana. And is Sahana still there? I just want to make sure. If she's there, I can bring her onto the screen because she started her class. So thanks, kids, for even middle of the class, they were trying to log in. And Sahana, just a few words for Divyaji.
I want to thank everybody for the opportunity. I think everybody's really great. I've seen so many people with some great accomplishments, and I feel like I don't know. I mean, personally, I'm too young to understand this at all, but, understand being a mother and all that stuff. But I can already tell just by how much you guys talk about it that it's a great thing. So thank you once again.
Thank you, Sahana, because you want to say a few words and we'll.
It was really great meeting everyone. And it was also really great meeting you too, Sahana. You're only 12, but you inspired me as well. So, and a happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, everyone here. It's a really great job being a mother, and I can't imagine doing it. Good thing I don't have to, but it's great meeting everyone.
Yeah. Thank you all. Thank you so much. And this was a great segment. And thank you, Divyaji. Thank you, Sahana, Sakyu, Vikas, and my co-host, Sweet Priyanka. And we had a very good Mother's Day month going on so far. And thank you all. And talk to you again in another nice segment of Chit Chat and Chai. Thank you, Divyaji.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.